But for more on this ceasefire, political analyst Hisham Al Omeisy joins us now from London. Good to speak to you. So the Houthis are withdrawing their forces from the port of Hudaida. That's the latest information we have got. But what's going on really on the ground?
Well, they did pull out of Hudaida, which is a good step. It was a pre-scheduled plan. They're going according to the schedule. But the tricky part is not the withdrawal. The withdrawal is actually the easy part. Now the UN must see that the port is handed over to local forces. The issue here is that a lot of people on the ground in Hudaida are Houthis. So it could fall apart, the deal, if basically Houthis just change uniforms and go back into the port. We'll still have to see with observers on the ground if that indeed happens over the coming few days.
And we should just remember why Hudaida is so important for Yemen.
Well, 70% of imports come through Hudaida. It's a vital lifeline, and most of the humanitarian aid comes through Hudaida. You have to remember Yemen also imports almost 90% of its food and medicine through Hudaida as well. So it's a key port.
So you are saying that this agreement is still very fragile, which was reached in the summer, only implemented now?
Yes, it's actually quite fragile, and there's a lot of, the smallest misstep can spell disaster for the agreements. There are several agreements, and each one hinging on the other. So if one part falls apart, you'll have a domino effect, and the whole thing can fall out.
So will the government, though, keep up with their end, removing forces from the eastern parts of Hudaida?
Well, they did initially start pulling out since yesterday, but they haven't fully pulled out yet. We're still waiting for the government to reciprocate what the Houthis did this morning and pull out as well. We still have another 24 to 48 hours to oversee this. So it's a bit early.
So Hisham, the next round of talks are set for late January. Do you have any hope towards peace that next year things will be better?
Well, the thing is, there's a lot of positive signs. There's a lot of pressure on the Houthis currently. There's also a lot of pressure on the Saudis as well from the international community. So we do see people being pushed to the table, to the negotiation table, which resulted in Stockholm agreements. So there are positive signs. But the thing is that you always have to remember this is Yemen. There are a lot of things have went south over the past 3 years. Previous ceasefires have fallen through. And Hudaida is currently the litmus test, which is why you have a lot of observers on the ground. If Hudaida works, there is hope for peace. If it doesn't work, then things can get complicated really fast.
Well, we have to wrap it up here. Thank you very much for that insight, Hisham Al Omeisy.